Hello, everyone. Summer, lay down. That's all you gotta do is lay down, sweetie. We're getting all of the things as per usual warmed all the way up. All the spicy stuff warmed up. I had a long day. I don't know about anybody else. Summer, I see you. I had a very long day today. So, we are still trying to get some energy back from a semi-exhausting day. Semi-exhausting was very exhausting. All right, there we go. Hello, everyone. Okay, I didn't hit the button yet. Yes, work was definitely a work day. You know what I mean? Like, it was definitely work, definitely Wednesday, middle of the work week. Things continue to happen. The days go on. All of the things. Am I saying enough stuff? I know I say some weird stuff sometimes. Hey Chris, how are you doing? Hey Elaine. Let's see who all was in here first. Let me take a peek. No name. Hello. John Working Bum Juan. Thank you, Eric. We also had Teacup, Ryu, Paul, BMC, another one, Danny. No, SW. It would be Scorpio because it's at the end of the month. So thank you all for being over here in the Tubes chat. And then over on the Purple app, we had Bishop, Cabin, Walosi. I'm sorry, I'm struggling today. It's just been a really long day. I know how to say it. It's Walosi. And Ruger, thank you guys for coming on in. Listen, I was supposed to be born on Halloween, but my mother had to have a scheduled cesarean section, so there was that. Hi, Crystal. Hey, RJ. Oh goodness, yeah, that is a long one. And yeah, totally a Scorpio. Ta-ting! Watch the stinger. Watch out for the stinger, guys. Um, so there was all of that, right? I actually forgot what I was saying. See, when it's not politics, I guess I can't always keep on track. Oh goodness. Isn't that something? All right, let's get these windows all set up the way that I like it. Pop this on over. Oh, thank you, Scarlett, already for the... Oh, I need that to be on top. Hold on. Where is that? There we go. I'd rather have that on top. All right, thank you, Scarlett, for the jewels. Yeah, so it was scheduled out, and where we were, the only hey Princess and hey Austin, the only days that they scheduled those out for women, like I mean like scheduled
You're
them out
awesome.
were Mondays and Wednesdays, I believe it was. So there was literally no way for it to end up to be on Halloween. No, it was Mondays and Fridays because I was born on a Monday. And thank you, Eric, for the $4.99. I appreciate that. I wish my birthday had been on Halloween. Halloween is my literate, like, honestly, it is my favorite not holiday. Because it's not a real holiday, and I understand that, but it is definitely my favorite one. I don't know what Solomon Grundy is. It is very chill, Cabin. It is very chill. Yeah, you know what I find awesome in people? Those that use spell check. I know I was super close to Halloween. I honestly would have absolutely loved it. Oh, RJ, I just saw your message. That's funny. I was getting there. It takes a moment. I got home late, and like I got home late, I had a long day at work, went to the gym, come home, shower, then everything like that. Had to get everything done. It's just the way things roll. Oh, he's a comic book character. Got it. Huh. That's interesting. Y'all are so odd. Okay, let's see. We're almost there up on TikTok. Well, I mean, huh. Why can't I hear myself? Let's see. No. Hey, RJ, real quick. Let me see if I can hear you if you come up. Or somebody come up. I need someone to come up. I gotta see if I can hear them. I don't know what's going on with my headphones. View.
Hey yo, me say yo.
Nope, I can't hear you.
Thank God, because that singing was atrocious. I am sorry, chat.
Okay, all right. That was, if you hold on one second.
Holding. Not that you can hear me. Well, now I feel pressure to entertain. I'm very tired, so I'm bad at it today, chat. Sorry. But if you're MAGA, we have a support line for you to get ready to call in. We do not have call waiting, so you're going to have to wait until those lines open.
Oh, I remember never mind.
Waiting.
I forgot I turned off my user error. Okay, thanks, Megan. I heard you.
You needed a good laugh.
I do. Listen, if you can't laugh at yourself, then you're just doing something wrong.
All right, have a good live.
All right, thank you. Thanks, though, Ruben. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up these phone lines. I'm not 100% familiar on what all's happened in the news today, because, again, I was preoccupied. Had a bunch of stuff to do at work. Okay, let's pull this up. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, no, I was just checking to see, I was just trying to help you out because you say your lines are down.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I hear you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
I gotta have fun with it. I love the banana. Thank you guys, all in the chat. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hi. Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Cool. Did you talk to Polly last night?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely not. Never have. Never will. I just wanted to say hi and good luck tonight. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Go away. You think I don't recognize the number? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
What's up?
Hi, how old are you?
30?
30, okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I think so, I'm kind of full on supporting the shutdown. It's actually pretty awesome.
Why is the shutdown awesome?
Because all the people in Congress are a bunch of fucking niggers.
Why are people the way that they are? Why are people children? Why can't people ever grow up? Why, oh why, oh why? It's quite annoying. I forgot he hung up. I just kept the banana up there. Anyways, guys, like, that's just my fun little prop. I just enjoy it. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 21, but know about Donald Trump?
You're definitely not 21. Go play a game, kiddo. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 26.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
To be honest, at first I didn't really support him, and then now after all this Charlie Kirk stuff, kind of a big eye opener because like, I'm not a real big political person, but like I really don't believe somebody should be getting killed for what they believe in and their views, unless it's obviously something crazy like being a Nazi or something, which I'm not saying that's Trump. I'm just saying, like, in general, if you have crazy views, keep them to yourself. But I'll tell you one thing. Charlie definitely was way more braver than you because he went to campuses and talked to people face to face instead of hiding behind a camera.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't think people realize this. Like, I actually have talked to people face to face, at least through the internet, because I don't know if you're familiar with this app called TikTok. It actually allows people to put their face on camera. And what we
I'm
find
not on
is that
TikTok.
people don't choose to put their face on
I'm not
camera
on
on the other
TikTok.
side, unlike the anonymous people on the internet, like yourself, who call in to talk to me, and then now you're up here
Listen,
complaining, even though I've been very clear on what my
I'm not
opinion was,
complaining.
even though I've been very clear on what my opinion was in regards to
Listen,
Charlie Kirk and his very unfortunate assassination that
yes,
occurred.
it is.
I've always been that way.
But
Like, so you
the
don't know what
fact
I
that you're
do in my
hiding behind
personal
a
time.
camera,
You don't know what I do in my personal time to
okay?
advocate for my beliefs. So it's very bold of you to make a statement when you don't know anything about me. So how about you go tone police and go cry baby cry to somebody else? And if you are going to support a man who's violating the United States Constitution,
I'm not even
articles, and
supporting
amendments,
Trump. Never
oh
voted
yeah,
in my
but you
life.
just literally said that, you
I
weren't supporting him,
I
but now you
support
do
Charlie.
after
I
what
su- I
occurred to
su-
Charlie Kirk.
I
Somebody who
support
didn't even know the
Charlie.
Bible that he claimed to know so much about, and the fact that
I'm not
he's
even
been
religious.
debunked by so many scholars on the shit that he says, and he said deplorable things about many different people in our country, many different groups of individuals who are still marginalized in this
You're
country,
saying
and
really
you
meaningful
want
stuff
to
to me.
agree with
Should I
all of
shoot you in
that,
the neck?
then go ahead, dude. Go ahead,
I
man.
disagree
Go
with what you're
ahead.
saying.
I literally just did not condone political violence, and you went there. I literally said it was a deplorable thing that just happened to Charlie Kirk. I literally just said that, and he's like, "So do you think he said he basically threatened. Do you think you deserve to be Bro, I literally just said it was not a good thing. Also, Bishop, thank you for sending out subs. I appreciate that. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hey, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
I'm pretty old. I'm pretty old, and
Uh-huh.
just I'm kind of devastated about this shutdown. If you want my honest opinion.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, full on MAGA. Yep, that is me. So tell me,
Interesting.
what's your honest feelings about the shutdown?
Honestly, I think both parties are stupid in what they've done.
Wait a minute. You said they're both stupid,
Yes. The
but
Republicans for
Republicans
not
are the ones that
I'm
are saving the health care. Sorry.
they're saving the healthcare.
Yeah. Like, why do you think that Trump like told the media that the Democrats were the ones that wanted to shut down and not the Republicans? Oh, and I hear your dogs.
Yeah, she doesn't like it when people lie.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Summer.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a bunch of fucking diggers just start light out their asses.
Saw that coming. Madre de Dios, the puppers. Yeah, RJ did call it. I'm so tired. Like, I went days without getting anybody slurring on here, and then now everybody wants to call in and slur in a row. Thank you. Hi, cuties and beauties. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday. And remember your daily food and hydration. Now stay amazing. Just realized I don't have my water. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 25.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah, I think he's a nice guy. He seems pretty friendly. How about you? You don't seem that friendly.
I don't seem that friendly. Crow.
Well, yeah.
Watch this. Hold on. Crow, I am the boss of you. Send your heart me. Sorry.
What are you saying? Are you talking like voices? I don't hear anyone.
No. Do you think
Well,
that
yeah, I mean,
people...
that sounds like schizophrenia to me.
do you know what a chat is?
What? Nah, I don't do the internet
Do you know
stuff.
what? Oh, you're literally on the internet.
What do you mean?
You're literally on the internet.
Oh, I saw you on Craigslist. I was just, answering the Craigslist ad.
I'm sure you didn't.
Well, no. How do you know? How would you know?
I mean, if somebody wants to put the number on Craigslist, so,
Well, you sound kind of pathetic because you're lying right now.
Oh, I'm lying? How am I lying?
Well, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing that you lie.
What am I lying about?
Well, I was just answering the Craigslist ad, and you said, they were telling me to call. I don't know why, but it just says call this person. So I was just, picking up the phone.
And? Like, what else did it say? Just call?
You're awesome.
Well, yeah, it was just, insinuating that we should call you and that we should have a nice conversation, but
And
I'm
so
trying to call, but I
remind
don't
me,
really
is
understand.
it Craigslist.com? So that means you're still using the internet?
Well, yeah, I'm using the internet. What do you think?
Yeah. Okay.
But you
So
said
I
a
thought you just
chat.
said
I
you
don't know what a
don't do
chat
what
is.
this internet stuff is.
Well, yeah, Craigslist, I use it on my phone.
You use it on your phone.
Yeah, you're not very smart, are you? You don't sound very intelligent.
You don't sound very intelligent if you don't know what a chat
Well, I'm
is.
smarter than you. I'm obviously smarter than you.
I highly
Take an
doubt
IQ
that.
test and tell me I'm smarter than you.
I mean, right now I just hear you scrolling on your mouse.
Scrolling? Well, yeah, I got, a laptop. You ain't got a laptop? You're a doofus, aren't you?
Oh no, I actually have a gaming computer, so it's definitely more higher.
You want to stop stuttering? You want to, try that again, little lady?
You're gonna be ableist now? You do
What
realize that
ableist?
stuttering is a part of a
You're not
speech
able to do
condition?
anything. Well, you're not able to do anything. You kind of sound dumb right now.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, how about
Hey,
you?
I
I'm
want
having
to
a nice
help you
day.
out with something. Let's see.
What?
You've been talking to me now for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I do charge $10 for every 5 minutes
For
of
money?
somebody that's
What? You got pay
doing
pigs or something?
therapy.
What? You got pay
And it
pigs? Well,
seems
I don't
like
want
this
anything
right
like that.
now
I'm not trying to,
is...
get
Oh,
into your pay pig,
goodness.
conversation.
I'm just gonna let you know that you owe me $5 for your therapy
I owe you
session.
$5? I don't owe you anything.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah,
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm in my late 20s.
You're in your late 20s? Cool. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Nah, I'm a fucking anarchist.
Yeah, well, have a great day, man. And thank you, Feisty, for the 25 over on the Venmo. I wasn't supposed to say that. Forgive me, TikTok. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 43. How you doing?
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm sorry?
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
You? Yeah, how about you?
No, I don't.
No, nothing?
No, I said I don't support Donald Trump.
And nothing he does?
Not really, no. Can you acknowledge today that Donald Trump is actively lying to you in his current administration?
No. I don't think he is.
Oh.
I would hope not, anyways.
TCEW, thank you for the $1.99. I can't put that on the screen, but thank you. Okay, so tell me this. Did Donald Trump solve or end 7 wars?
Give me a I'm not sure. I don't know the facts on that, but
Oh, let's try
maybe you
something
tried.
easier. Maybe you might know this one. I haven't tried this one yet on anybody. Can you tell me is the reason for the government shutdown is because the Democrats are trying to fund insurance for illegal immigrants?
I really don't know that.
You
I
don't
don't know why
know
they're
that?
shutting down, but I think there's bigger issues that we need to discuss.
Oh, I think the government being funded and our social programs also being funded is absolutely very important. Healthcare being funded is absolutely very important, and making sure that our active duty military members are still paid is absolutely very important. So if you don't think that's important, I truly don't understand.
Well, talk to Chucky about that one.
Okay.
I think Trump
Yeah.
definitely does.
Trump doesn't care
He
about the
definitely wants to
American
look at.
people. So,
Are you really?
yeah, they
How
don't.
can you say that?
Because I just did. David says the right has 3 collective brain cells, and I agree. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, it's kind of support some things. I don't support everything. I did vote for Donald Trump, yes.
You did vote for Donald Trump. Awesome. Okay. And let's try this then. Are you still so I mean, I really don't care about the fact that you voted for him. It's still more that are you still supporting him? And so now let's also try asking, what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
Well, there's a couple of things that made me vote for Donald Trump.
I
He
didn't
says
ask
he
you
was
why
going.
you were still supporting him. Or sorry, why you voted for him. It's about why you're actively still supporting him 9 months into his, or
Oh no,
coming
I'm
up
not
on.
supporting Donald Trump anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have a good one,
I'm,
man.
I'm
I don't care. If you are no longer supporting him, you're not the person I want to talk to. Thank you, Court. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Awesome. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I haven't supported any president in the past 10 years.
Okay, well, have a good one. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hi, hello, I'm here.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 35.
You're 35. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
Okay. And what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
I don't question it.
You don't question it. Okay. Don't
Why? I got a
question.
question. Why would I question it?
Well, I mean, the first thing would be critical thinking.
So what part of critical thinking? Because I'm trying to learn what you guys are trying to tell me.
What part of critical thinking? The very
Yeah.
beginning of it. I
I'm
don't
pretty good at
really.
critical thinking. I work on a deep water port loading ships in the middle of the night with huge pieces of scrap metal. Please
That
teach me something
doesn't
that I don't know.
require critical thinking, sir.
Yeah, it does. It's life-threatening work that I do every day. So tell me more about critical thinking. I have a ton of safety training. So what else do I need to know?
Gotcha. You just don't know what critical
No, I'm real. I'm
thinking
being
is.
authentic with you.
Yeah,
Critical thinking. It's
you
logical
don't
thinking. Your next
know
move.
what. It's not logical thinking.
All right. Well.
Okay, let's
Okay,
try
explain.
this. Donald Trump is actively lying to everybody in his current administration as the seated president since he was inaugurated into office on January 20th, 2025. Can you tell me 3 lies that he's told since he was inaugurated in office?
I'm not familiar. I think all politicians lie.
What do you get out of saying all politicians lie?
They all do. I live in Boston.
No,
The mayor of
don't.
Everett. He's
Okay,
filling his pockets.
let's try
He's
this
filling his
again.
pockets.
Let's
Power.
try
He's
this
running
again.
for mayor.
Okay.
I can
Let's
give you
try this
100
again.
examples.
What do you get out of
What do you think about
saying
open border
all
policies and
politicians lie?
fucking
See,
sex
it's so
predators living
interesting
in
how
East
people
Boston?
can't even stay on
No,
one
but you're not
topic.
right though.
Are
Okay,
you,
okay.
sir? Okay.
Tell me more.
Donald Trump is in fact actively lying to you. Do you believe that? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, so
What is he lying about?
cool. I was actually going to get into that. So let's try this real
It
quick.
sounds
Is
like an
Donald,
assumption, hon. It sounds like an assumption. You understand? That's the narrative that everybody's saying.
Sir,
I think he's better than Sleepy Joe.
good for you. What about Joe Biden, guys? What about Joe Biden?
The
Okay.
guy couldn't read a teleprompter. That doesn't look
Oh,
good. We're up against the
goodness
communist
me.
Chinese that want to kill us. You know this, right?
Goodness me, sir. You asked me what lies he's told, and I am certainly willing to help you out here. And I was actually trying to get into that. And I'm trying to get into that, and I would love it if you gave me like a moment to actually go through these things with you. Are you
I'm with
capable
you.
of doing that?
That's a backwoods insult. Like,
Well, you've
I
already
don't think you
asked me
have
this
a.
question multiple times, and
I
every
don't
time
think I
I've started
backwards
to
insulted
answer
you.
it, you've
Okay, so
interrupted
Donald Trump's
me.
lying to me based off of what?
Okay. So the government is actively shut down, and Donald Trump and JD Vance are both telling the American people that it's because the Democratic Party is demanding that we fund health care for illegal immigrants. Is that true? Yes or no?
We shouldn't be.
I didn't ask you what your opinion was. I asked
I
you,
don't think
is
it's
it
true.
true?
I know Obama shut it off.
No. That's
They've been shutting it off since Bush left office.
holy shit. Okay.
It's usually the Republicans that do it.
No. Oh my gosh. What? I'm sorry. What word did you not understand that I said out of pure
I don't think he's
curiosity?
lying to me. No, I don't think
He's
he's
not
lying to me.
lying.
But I
Okay,
think
so
that
he's
the
telling
theories
the
are
truth. Okay, I
unfounded.
just want to be clear. You believe Donald Trump when he's out on national television telling the
What if I
American
told you
dude,
that Yo, hold on. Come on, it's an
I'm
open discussion.
clarifying something. Are you like okay? So you
So
believe
he's lying
Donald
to me?
Trump? Oh gosh. Thank you, Moose, so much for the unicorn. Okay, let's try this, okay? You're telling me that you believe Donald Trump when he's told the American people that the Democrats have shut down the government because they want to fund or spend $1 trillion on healthcare for illegal citizens?
100%, because I don't
Okay,
get health
you
care.
believe it.
They
Okay,
cut
so
me off
I
my
just
health
want to
care.
point
Yeah,
this out.
100%.
Are you at all
Because I live in
familiar?
Boston.
Okay,
I
sir,
can give
I
you
don't
facts
care
on it.
where you
More
live.
you paying for their fucking health
Oh
care, and
my
Americans are dying on the
goodness,
street.
take a
They are.
damn
Tell me
breath,
I'm lying. Am I
bro. Oh
lying?
my gosh, you are
Go ahead,
wrong in so
okay.
many ways. Okay. So
How, dude?
are
The
you
rent is
familiar?
$3,000 out here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Are you familiar at all with congress.gov?
No, I don't need to read that. I don't care. I already made up my mind.
You've
Voted for
already
Trump.
that's
I'm gonna
not
keep voting.
so you don't even know what congress.gov is.
Yeah, I know what it is. I don't go on
So
there.
what is congress.gov?
I don't know. It's probably a whole bunch of information pertaining to the federal government.
Specifically, what part of the government?
I mean, but what part? Congress. Congress.gov,
Congress,
right?
perfect. So I'm gonna help you out then. So this is great. I love teaching people how to do something.
But
All right,
I feel
I
like
love
you're
this one.
saying that
Okay,
he's sinning
so
and
I'm gonna
nobody else
help
is
you.
doing
I'm gonna
anything.
help you out with something. Okay, so congress.gov is where we can go to look up all pieces of legislation that have been introduced by any person out of the 535 members in Congress. We can see every single thing that they've ever introduced. Okay, and this goes way back to the 70s. All right, this goes way back. Okay. So, what I actually have up on my screen, and I'm aware that you can't see it, but that's okay. Everyone else in the chat can. Okay. So, what I have up on my screen right now is actually the bill that was introduced, the continuing resolution bill by the Democratic Party into Congress, that is their counterposition to the Republican continuing resolution. All right. Everybody can see here that it shows that, again, that this was introduced September 18th. It failed on their recent vote yesterday again, and it even shows how many it voted, shows where it's at. And now I've clicked on the text of this bill. All right. So I'm going to do
Yeah.
control find on my keyboard. And can you tell me what words I should try searching for in order to find proof that they're attempting to fund immigrant healthcare? Illegal
They are
immigrant
definitely
healthcare.
trying to. They
Okay,
do fund
so
it.
we're just
Trust
going to
me. I
type
live
in
in a Democrat state.
IMMI, and I get 0 out of 0 results for just starting the first
But are you
4
telling me that
letters.
they don't
The first
fund
4 letters of immigrant.
housing?
So now I'm going to do
I will take you to the public
ILLE,
housing where
and
the
I'm
immigrants
getting
all
0
live.
out of 0 search results for just the first 4 letters of
You
illegal.
know who's not
So now
getting
let me try
public
migrant,
housing?
MIGR,
Americans.
and I get 0 out of 0 search results for migrant.
But are you
Let's
telling me
see,
that they're
what
not
other
getting
words
healthcare
can
for free?
I try here? What other
Ma'am, are they not
words
getting
can I
healthcare? Are you
try
really? Are
here?
you telling me that?
What other
Are you
words
telling?
can I try to search within this
I'm working
bill?
with an illegal right now.
I'm
Ask
gonna point
Justin.
this out really quickly. We're just gonna do IMMI, and just to make sure everyone knows, immigrant, fully typed out, not in here. Let's go ahead and fully type out
So why are you shutting down the government
ILLEGAL.
for?
Oh, 0. 0.
All right.
It's
So then what's
illegal is not in here. Let's fully type out migrant just to be sure. Wow, 0 out of 0 search results. I'm just gonna make sure everybody hears all of the 0 out of 0
You
search
know what I
results
believe we
here.
should stop funding everybody
Wow.
else.
Okay.
Why do we owe
Wow.
the
This
world a
is
living?
so
We don't.
interesting. So what this is proving is that Donald Trump has in fact lied. So has JD Vance about what's actually occurring with the government
What about
shutdown. And
George
I find
Bush?
this very interesting that you would
George
just
W. Bush, you're
wholeheartedly
telling me
believe it
9/11
without just
wasn't an inside
never
job, ma'am?
looking
You're
for
telling me
any
they
kind
didn't
of proof
lie?
or evidence, sir. When
Iraq
I'm
had
telling
weapons
you
of
that
mass
you lack
destruction?
critical thinking, this is
Eureka!
exactly what I mean.
Eureka! You found a lie! Eureka! Fucking George W. Bush!
Mercy on my soul. Man, that guy had to go all the way back to George W. Bush. Shoo. Guys over on TikTok. I don't know why I gotta keep bullying you a little bit. There's 400 people in here. The likes, we've been on for 30 minutes. We should already be past 50,000 likes. What are you doing? Tippy tapping that screen. Also, hit the follow button if you're new here. Let me go ahead and get through some of these chats. Oh yeah, and then yes, W toxic femininity for feisty. That's what she wanted me to say in her gift. Sure, Megan. Thank you for the 279. Lita and Agug. I don't know what that is, but thank you for the 2. W scrap metals in the chat per RJO Core. You got it. Also, if RJ types again in the chat, feel free to shoot him a follow. He's going to be going live again. Let's see. Seething. Okay, thank you again for the 2. That's funny. As a fellow Bostonian, we don't claim this dummy. I like that one. Patience boost. Thank you, David. I think I absorbed that. I think I absorbed that. Thank you, Ginger, for the 600 joules. Test Dude for the 30 joules. And thank you, Happy Chick, for the 30 joules as well. Oh, you want me to go back and try undocumented? I can. Hold on one second. That's not what I wanted up there. We want this up here. Oh, I only got undo typed in, and it's 0 out of 0 search results. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Call. Call. John called.
No one can hear. What? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
I'm here.
Hi. How old are you?
I am 36.
Awesome. Congratulations, Moose, on the level up. Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
You are. Okay. And, okay, what has you questioning your support in the MAGA movement or Donald Trump today?
Well, I was actually calling about your response to that gentleman about congress.gov. And I would like to have you a case you can pull up.
Is this relevant to Donald Trump?
It's in terms of your response that
Is it relevant to Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, in what way? Can you explain the relevance?
It's relevant due to Trump saying that the Democrats are discussing about their plan for non-citizens
For
to have
non-citizens?
health care
Okay.
without.
So there are two bills that were introduced into Congress by the Democrats, one in the Senate, one in the House. Let me go ahead and pull back up congress.gov, and I will go ahead and just search for the continuing resolution that is the HR for this one. Let's see, healthcare continuing resolution. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and narrow this down. Hello? There we go. It's already set up to 119. That's that one. There it is. It's HR 5450. Okay, looking at the two bills that were introduced by the Democratic Party, what are you wanting me to look for, sir?
That was first the product number. I'm not sure what you're looking at, but it was
Product
the
number? No,
case
this
number.
is the actual bill that was introduced and that failed on the floor. What are you asking me to look for? This is the text, which is actually, if I go ahead and download the PDF file, let's see, that's going to be the exact same amount of pages, I believe. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and open up both PDF files. Yeah, actually, they are both 68 pages long. So I would assume that that means they're going to be the exact same thing. Actually, it looks like the format's a little bit different on the Senate bill. But what am I supposed to be looking at here, sir? This is the actual introduced text.
Okay.
Are
If you
we
would allow me,
selling
if you
the congressional
so
bills on Amazon now or something? Because there wouldn't be a product number on legislation. They have bill numbers.
noted. What I was requesting for you to look at, because you were telling that gentleman prior that there's nothing showing on congress.gov, and I
For the
am
introduced bills
basically
for the
challenging.
continuing resolution, yeah, the two bills which I have up here, Senate Bill
So again, if you don't
2882
mind, let me
and
finish. I would like just
HR
to finish my sentence.
54, sorry, no, just like 5450. These are the two bills that are introduced by the Democrats into Congress for their continuing appropriations that are relevant to right now and relevant to the shutdown. And there are no results for immigrants, migrants, undocumented, or illegal anywhere within either of these two bills on congress.gov.
Okay. So I would like
None,
to
non-personnel.
mention
Someone told me to
something.
look up non-citizen, and okay, so I did non-competitively. Hannon, there's 5 results. One word is none, non-personnel, none, non-competitively, and the last name of someone, John Scott Hannon.
If you don't mind, can you allow me just 20 seconds to speak without being
No,
interrupted?
because this isn't relevant to the current shutdown.
You're not even giving me an opportunity.
It's not relevant to the current shutdown.
You have no proof of that.
It's not. These are the two bills that were introduced by the Democratic Party to Congress regarding this
So,
direct shutdown. And even if you just literally type in the search bar
so
migrant
my,
healthcare, which I literally did for
mm,
somebody yesterday, and I do mean migrant and then health. So migrant space health space care, it pulls up 7 bills, okay? And within those 7 bills, 5 of them were introduced by the Republican Party, right? And that's because what the search engine does on congress.gov is it only searches for keywords. It doesn't search for all 3. All 3 do not have to be involved, okay? So when it comes to that, like if I'm to believe that somehow the two competing, like the bills that were introduced by the Democrats in Congress are somehow funding migrant healthcare all because it came up in a search bar, then so are the bills that are introduced by the Republicans, because in fact they produce 5 additional results in addition to the 2 that were introduced by the Democrats in Congress. So I highly doubt that you're going to give me any kind of information. I can just hit the back to the top button from what I can find. So like, I'll even go ahead and just prove it for people.
So it seems you're not even allowing me to speak, and you're
Because this
assuming
isn't
what I'm
even
going
your
to say.
topic. I don't even understand what you're doing here.
Because you were saying for that gentleman, he wasn't
Yeah,
allowing you to
and there
speak,
is
and
no
I've let you
he was
speak for a
quite
good.
literally
I've let
talking
you
over me
speak.
the
I've let
entire
you speak
time.
for a good 3-4
This,
minutes.
sir, I don't know
Are
if you
you
realize
assuming?
this. Okay, I don't know if you realize this, but you don't let me speak on my platform. This is literally my platform. You don't let me do anything. By the grace of anything, I'm speaking to you, not the other
Okay.
way around. You do
Okay. So
not
I'll
let
address
me
you
do
as
anything.
master. You're the queen. Would you please?
No, that's just weird. I don't want any of that. I'm just making a point. Okay, Chum, sending this to say that you need to find a hobby. Chum, I don't know if you realize this, but this quite, in fact, is a hobby. Do you know what hobbies are? Something you do on your off time. I hope that helps. Oh, Megan, healthcare is going to give a lot of results. Otherwise, I would, but healthcare is going to give a lot of results because their continuing resolution was, in fact, geared towards making sure healthcare is funded for our American populace, our actual citizens. Okay. Yeah, laking because it's on do not disturb when I have a phone call up. Thank you, Crow. I appreciate that. The likes are low. I don't get what we're saying. Another one, but thank you for the 199. Seamus fucking O'Malley. The likes are low. I don't know what that is. But that doesn't surprise me. I say weird stuff. Or I don't understand a lot of things. I'm gonna be honest about that. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hey, I'm 25. I just think it's kind of crazy how.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
It's time.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah.
Cool. How old are you?
I'm currently 17.
Okay, well, have a good one. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 20 years old.
You're 20 years old. Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I do support Trump.
You do support Trump. And what has you questioning your support in MAGA or the MAGA movement or Donald Trump today?
It's more along the lines of I would like to know more about the Democrat bill. You were talking about that, and I know Trump is very against that, and so I don't fully understand what the bill actually supports.
Yeah, so the bill wants to stop certain provisions which within HR 1 that is, as the CBO has already predicted, will strip 10 to 17 million American citizens, including children, from their health care. And so that's what they're actually trying to roll back is the cuts to Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security that are included within the text of HR 1. And they also want to make sure that the ACA subsidies that are set to expire come at the end of December are also renewed. So that premiums don't increase for the majority of our American citizens as well.
I'm kind of on the fence on those topics because I don't know if you're tracking. Have you been to the current government budget for 2025? What the projected spending will be? Do you know what those numbers are right now?
No, not offhand.
Okay, so you can definitely look this up too. You just look up federal budget and 2025, and there should be a .gov website that comes up.
Now you realize that the fiscal budget for 2025, like the fiscal year, is over, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, so Treasury 6.66 trillion.
Yes.
with what they've
And so they
spent.
go over the percentages for it.
Thank you,
Um,
Bishop.
and so you see Social Security 22%, Medicare 14%,
Mm-hmm.
health 13%, income security 10%, VA benefits 5%. Those are the kind of the key ones I wanted to highlight. If you add all that up, that's almost 50% of the national budget.
Yes, sir, that's correct. It's always our social safety nets that we spend on are the majority of our budget. I already know
And
that.
and so what I support and favor, and I think that Trump is kind of progressing, whether or not I support with why he's doing it. I don't know if I support why he's doing it fully, but the way I see it is instead of taking money from the Americans, almost half of the taxes we take from America, laundering it, filtering it through a budget where a lot of it falls through the cracks, and then giving it back to them. Why don't we just tax the people half as much and not pay as much welfare?
Oh, okay. Um, First of all, income taxes are not money laundering, nor are they illegal, okay? When it
No,
comes to this, and this is very important, the reason why we have these social safety nets that you want to call welfare is because we literally have people that I don't know if you realize this, but the majority of individuals that are receiving Social Security do not pay taxes. If you made less than $34,000 in Social Security in a year, you do not pay taxes. And maybe you know this, okay? Out of 33 industrialized countries, only one of them doesn't provide universal health care to all of their citizen populace. Only one of them. So that means 32 out of 33 provide universal health care to every single person in their country. Okay. The only country that doesn't provide universal health coverage is, in fact, the United States of America. If we actually had universal health coverage, for one, we would pay less in taxes overall because people don't realize that we're paying for health insurance not once, not twice, but in fact 3 different ways. Okay, you pay a Medicare and Medicaid tax. That's out of your taxes every single paycheck. You also pay for your health insurance premiums, and then on top of health insurance premiums, people typically also have deductibles. And that's not even including the copays that are paid up front, just to get seen by the doctor in the office. So that's technically a fourth way. And that's also not including the out of pocket expenses that also are just not covered if you happen to go to an out of network provider. Right? So those are 5 different ways that we have to pay. In some people's health insurance deductible before everything is fully covered. Oh wait, we're not even talking about the cost of prescriptions. I think that's actually number 5 is the out-of-pocket prescription costs as well.
Oh
Um,
yeah, those are crazy.
yeah, exactly. So because of all of this, if we actually moved over to a universal healthcare system, we would probably see fewer people requiring Social Security disability, because people forget that a lot of issues can be prevented with preventative healthcare. But because it's so hard to actually get healthcare in the United States and retain healthcare in the United States, and it is so expensive to just have healthcare and have to pay extra out of your pocket every single month, that because people are unable to obtain affordable preventative health care insurance, a lot of diseases go unnoticed, go unchecked, and then get progressively worse to the point where it does become debilitating for an individual. Right?
Oh, that is a good point. I
Yes.
myself do have a disease that I only found out about actually within the past year, and I've had it all growing up.
Okay.
So
So
I
yeah.
do see how preventative healthcare is amazing, and I support preventative healthcare.
Correct.
Um,
And that's part of the problem. So when I look at these programs that we're paying into, and like, let's be for real, everybody's been paying into Social Security since the day that they first started working, right? Um,
yeah.
these these programs are important to help the the most affected, right? There's a specific word for this. The most vulnerable within our country. And that's why these social programs are important because, and guess what? The other 32 industrialized countries have programs like these as well, where they take care of their citizen population, the most vulnerable people within their population. This exists, right? And that's why we have these. So I don't see them as healthcare. I see them as the government doing their job, which the government's job is, in fact, to take care of the American people. It's to take care of their citizens and their population.
Yeah,
That's why I
I can
don't
see
see it
that
as
point.
welfare.
I do have a question though. America's healthcare, like the standard of care given, is
Mhm.
the highest amongst those countries.
To a degree.
And like I can say I have experienced care here in America that I literally could not get anywhere else in the world. And uh, that's why I'm pretty I don't know how certain I am on backing.
Actually, according to International Citizens Insurance, Singapore ranks top number one for healthcare, followed by Japan in second place, South Korea in third. And goodness me, it looks like we don't even rank in the top 10. Let's see, where do we rank? I'm actually just gonna. Oh, yeah, we're not even in the top 10. Top 10 for the best healthcare is Taiwan, South Korea, Australia, Canada, Sweden, Ireland, Netherlands, Germany, Norway, Israel. Surprisingly, Israel. Let's see. Best healthcare in the world out of 104 countries. Again, Singapore, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, China, Israel, Norway, Iceland, Sweden, Switzerland. Those are the top 10. We are looking. My eyes are going by it. Let's see. United. We're 69 out of 104.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Because
very hard to understand that statistic. I don't know. It's just the care I've received, just in my short lifetime, I should say, and narrow scope, has been care where like I actually I've gone to Japanese medical centers. I've gone to South Korean medical centers in the past. You know, I've traveled, and it was not the same as here in America. And so,
You're awesome.
and then I see a lot of people taking advantage of the medical system and how complicated it is overseas, and less people with less threatening diseases and injuries are getting care before the people who are more vulnerable. And so,
that's usually no, sir. That's not true especially in countries that have universal health insurance, like Canada, which ranks above us, the United Kingdom that ranks above us. United Kingdom's number 34, Canada is 32. Okay, France, Spain. All of these countries that are considered like the top industrialized ones, the European countries that I know offhand, they run it off of a triage system and they see people in order of urgency. So, like, if you have a non urgent need for let's say, um, an x ray because your wrist hurts, but it only hurts a little bit and it's moderately and it's random, right? It's not consistent, okay? You're going to be pushed to the back of the line compared to somebody whose bone is sticking out of their flesh.
yeah,
That would be
Yeah.
triage.
I
From what I know about health coverage, especially universal health care providing countries, that's how they operate.
um I know that sometimes it's not always like that. Yeah, like
Sure,
when I went to
because
the
there are some countries that still offer private health insurance. And then if you
well,
happen
when I
to
went to the
purchase a private health insurance on top of your universal health care, you can literally skip the line because you're paying for an extra subsidy program, basically. You're paying for extra. And even here in the United States of America, on average, people have to wait 6+ hours to get seen in the emergency room unless you were
yeah,
wheeled in on an ambulance for an emergent need.
yeah.
Like these are just standard medical practices that I'm explaining to you.
Yeah, I had a friend in the UK who did not receive care in the time he needed it, and he passed away in the hospital
Cool. That's not
waiting room, and he had
provable.
been waiting there for hours.
Sorry, your
And
story
so,
is not provable. This is why we don't do anecdotal stories, and this is why I'm not that's why I'm saying I don't believe your own anecdotal stories about the care you received in the Asian countries in particular that you so happen to have also gone to apparently. Do you happen to be enlisted? Is that why you've been to Japan and South Korea?
no,
Okay,
but
I was just curious on that one.
I have
Um,
family who is, and
okay,
so I
that's
go visit
cool.
them.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So if you weren't seen immediately, it's probably because you didn't have any provided health care while you were there.
Hmm.
They're going to prioritize their citizens with urgent needs who also have health insurance in those countries over someone, I would imagine, that doesn't to a degree. Not always. But even then, again, this isn't something
That
I've heard
makes
of
sense.
before. And what you're saying is, again, it's anecdotal and it's not provable.
Yeah, it's a lot of like my own experience. When I
Yep,
see one thing
anecdotals
and then
are
I hear another thing, it's very hard to resolve that. You know what I mean?
okay.
Um, but so this bill is supporting uh, those those companies,
No, it's
those
supporting those
systems,
programs.
those
It's supporting
programs.
the programs that we've already have in America that have already existed in the United States of America and that we've already been paying into. So why should we allow people that make a ton of money, right? They're all making, I think it's $150,000 a year, right? That's above the national average for income in the United States, right? So
Yeah.
they're above the national average to get to decide to strip away healthcare when they have government funded healthcare in the United States of America. That will never go away. We're literally paying for like their healthcare for everyone that cries about universal healthcare. We're literally paying for the government's universal healthcare that they give their citizens. So,
Mm.
and no, I agree, Harvey.
I support
157,000 isn't a lot of money. So,
well, I think 150 is a lot. You compare it to a lot of other countries, we have a um, really high rate of wealth in our peoples, but um, it's just one of those that I support medical, and then of course I support housing. Like I support government housing projects, and I support government food, like food, medical, housing. Those are the basics.
okay. So
But
then you shouldn't be in support of HR 1 and the rollbacks that Donald Trump and the Republicans in Congress are attempting to do with it, which is why, again, like, because they're also stripping away SNAP benefits. This supplement
wow,
nutritional assistance program, which feeds children in the United States. And they're not stripping away Medicare, right? Because Medicare is for the elderly, okay? They're stripping away Medicaid, which primarily goes to the disabled and children. So we are stripping away health coverage from children and also stripping away food programs from children.
mm, it's always a hard line. Yeah, I don't want to support that, but at the same time, I really do support a smaller government, and so with less involvement. And so if they're removing it from the children, are they subsidizing it in other ways? Are
No,
they
sir.
increasing it for like single parents or something like that?
No.
Are they
We're
moving it
not
around?
doing anything else to make sure that these programs are being funded in any way, shape, or form. Like literally people that are going to be hurt the most are going to be Republican states, the red states. Particularly states like Texas and Florida that don't have state income taxes.
Mm.
Right. And there are
So
blue states that don't have state income taxes, to be clear, right? But it's going to be red states in particular that are going to hurt the most because they don't have the money, they don't have the GDP in their state in order to can fund these programs on their own. Similarly enough with schools and shutting down the Department of Education. But states like Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Oklahoma, they're all going to suffer. Because what we find is that the majority of the recipients of like SNAP, Medicaid benefits are actually in these red states. So the red states are going to suffer the most. It's always been the blue states with the largest GDP in the country, like California, that has always ended up subsidizing the red states.
yeah, because they have large urban population centers, and that's kind of how they work. Is they produce a lot of that overhead and capital. So it's very crucial to how economics work, right? You need those urban areas to help, especially with how the less urban, the more rural areas, farming and other things that they do with them just aren't as profitable in the current market, just in general. So yeah, I can 100% see how that plays out. Why is this something though that we have to keep at a federal level? Is this something that we could move to a more state level?
Why am I echoing now?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was echoing right then. That was weird. Okay. So just to be clear again. So this is why people don't understand. This is actually something that I would say for why why the United States sort of fails a little bit with being broken into states is because when you look at other countries that provide the same very similar programs to their own citizens, right? They just have a different name. They aren't broken up into different states with different constitutions that operate them. They're not broken up that way. Okay? So they can just give it out without violating states' rights, right? And fund them that way. Okay? They are not requiring a lot of their counties or their districts, however they exactly phrase them, to fund themselves entirely the way that we would based off of our United States Constitution and the 10th Amendment, right? And that's part of the issue with that is that we have one country with a constitution and then we have 50 separate constitutions at the state level, right? And at those states, 24 states can't even vote on what they want their laws to be. So if they say, hey, we want to fund health insurance, they don't even get a request to be able to do anything like that, right? It's just going to be the states and the people in their Congress that decide whether or not they do anything about it. Okay. And I believe that this is partly a flaw of the American system. And I'll read through a chat that kind of reiterates part of my point with that one too. But it's a flaw in the American system for why we can't have these things. And I think that produces ideologies within yourself where you think that these are welfare programs when they're not. We're helping our own citizens and our own population within the United States. And I think that's important. These aren't handouts, these aren't welfare programs that are literally to assist the most vulnerable.
Yeah, and
And I don't think that's
definitely
ever a
see.
bad thing because there are literally people that can't work here. It's either that or we literally let people die on the streets.
Yeah, and that's not the goal. Like you see that a lot. Like
Yeah, well, if you, in your ideology, where you said that you don't think that we need to be spending this much money on Social Security and the social safety net programs, that's what would be happening. People would literally be dying on the streets. And that's what we're going to see.
yeah, that is a good point. But how does that play out in states where they definitely are a little bit more pro supporting those kind of systems, like California and stuff like that, where we literally
California
do.
has the fourth highest GDP in the entire world.
Yeah, it's massive. It's impressive.
Correct.
But
They
we
do
do have
just
people.
fine.
They are famous for people dying on the streets.
So is every other state, sir.
But
Birmingham, Alabama has the #1 death count by gun in 2023. Had the highest death count caused by a firearm in 2023. Literally people dying on the streets at the end of a firearm. That's a red state. Birmingham, Alabama is known for people getting shot up. Go pew pew. Alabama is a red state.
But so you know how like
Louisiana.
America is number 1 in gun violence or something
Yes.
crazy like that, number
Yep,
3.
just like we have more guns than we have citizens.
But
But that's
if you
not even
take
the
away
point I'm trying to make. I'm just like, you're saying California is known for people dying on the streets. Yeah, so is like every other state. Every state has a homeless population.
Yeah,
And now I'm just
Very-
curious,
that's very interesting. I've never really because like I see the evidence of like I see the people getting the welfare checks. Like I see the people. I don't really see it. How is there
can
a
you,
way we can make
I'm
it so way
sorry,
people
I'm
see this?
literally like, I can't keep circling around the drain with you continuing to call it welfare checks. I literally
No,
can't
my
keep circling
question
this
is.
drain.
My
And yes,
question is.
homeless people are
How
dying
do
in
we
California
change
just like
that?
they're dying everywhere else.
My
Homeless-
question is.
What?
How do we change that narrative? That's my question. Because
It starts with
that's all I see.
you. If you're talking about changing the narrative on calling it welfare, it starts with you. Take it out of your
No.
language.
Because that's not what I see where most of the money is getting spent. I don't see the effects of these programs.
Yeah, because you don't understand budgets. I don't know how to help you with that. I honestly don't.
What do you mean by that? Like the federal budget or?
How old are you again?
I'm 20.
You're 20. Are you permanently disabled and receiving Social Security disability?
No.
Do you have children?
No.
You're able to work.
Yes.
Then you are not going to see the quote benefits of these programs because you do not personally qualify for any of these programs. You don't have kids. You are young. You are 1000% capable of working. You're not going to see the benefit of these programs because you do not qualify for them.
That's
I
a
don't
great
utilize
point.
the benefit of any of these programs either myself, and I am older than you. I have a disability, but I'm also capable of working at this time.
That's a great point, ma'am. That's something that I definitely will keep in mind going forward because I didn't really consider that fact. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Of course. Keep learning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let me go through these chats. Oh, that's what it was. Another one. My bad. You were trying to go for Boston accent. I did not even get that. It's the pup pup from the other place. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Doug. Setting aside my shenanigans, preventative care saves taxpayer money, but socialist programs is of the devil, I get. Yeah, that's always what it seems to be. I think he understands it better now. If you, and this is the chat I was referring to. 145 Congress. Oh, sorry, that's Congress has no power, has no enumerated power to impose universal health care. The General Welfare Clause permits spending in service of enumerated ends, but not a blank check to legislate on any matter. The Commerce Clause regulates trade, not entitlements. By the 10th Amendment, health care remains with states and the people. And that's why I'm saying that there is a point where our system is flawed, why the highest GDP in the world, the nation with the highest GDP in the world, is unable to unequivocally provide for their citizens. Right? And I appreciate you, Bishop, for that. But I'm going to be clear. Like, I think it is something that's inherently flawed in our system, that the highest GDP, the number one country in the world, is unable to fully provide for their citizen population and the most vulnerable. And that's definitely what I mean by that. Probably they don't usually take out just suicide. Self deletion ideations. I literally can't say that word on TikTok. But yeah, that probably includes that. Okay. You guys are definitely killing it on the likes over on TikTok right now. I appreciate that. There's 400 people in the TikTok chat. If you're new here, be sure to hit that follow button up at the top. Over on YouTube and Twitch, guys, Bishop's killed it over on Twitch and sent out 10 gifted subs. W Bishop in the chat. Over on YouTube, can we get any new members over on YouTube? Also, thank you, Aslan, for the 35 over on the Blue app as well and saying happy birthday. I do appreciate that. And so let's see if we can get some new members over on the tubes. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay, and are you still supporting Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you, let's see, what has you questioning your support in the MAGA movement or Donald Trump today?
I was just wondering on your perspective on the government shutdown. Try to gain your perspective.
I think both sides are trash for it.
Why would you say that?
Why would I say that? Okay. The Republicans don't want to even meet with their Democratic counterparts to come up with any kind of arrangements or solutions, simply enough of just making sure that the ACA subsidies are fully funded past the end of this year. And they just simply say, it can be handled at another time. And that's literally what they continue to say. Okay. And I think that the Democrats are also kind of crappy for holding this line right at this moment, because this is something that can be handled later on down the line, right? So even then with the Republican bill that was introduced into Congress, it had a shutoff time being in the middle of November. I think it was November 21st. And I think that the Democrats could have waited until November 21st to have handled this issue. At the same time, though, I see this on all aspects, right? So at this moment in time, right now, our military service members did get paid for October 1st. They are going to now not, if the government does not reopen or is not funded, they won't get paid on October 15th. And I think that that's a problem. However, if the government were to shut down in November, I see a bigger issue with people being unable to, specifically our armed forces, right? Unable to spend money on their family over the holiday season. So I guess in compare and contrast, I would rather the government shut down now than I would in November. But I also think that it was a too hard of a line for them to hold at this point. And also the Republican Party is using this to their advantage by lying about what's in the bill. And I think that's also an issue.
Yeah, I can agree with most of that, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we both agree that government shutdown is bad in general. It should never
Oh,
happen.
100%. And it seems to keep happening under Trump. But give me just 1 second. Okay, I'm not cutting you off. I promise we're going to continue talking. Really quickly, over on the portrait stream on YouTube, I'm going to restart it so you guys